Hello, hello. I am trying with I'm on hold on. I'm on two lives. Hello, hello, hello. Um, so I'm just trying to get this lighting. It's not great because it's like coming in the window, but like if I turn around, it's too bright. So mm, I guess this is what we're getting. Oh my gosh, because this is what we get in the afternoon. So, anyway, I never have any time for this. And so today, somebody picking up my kids, and my husband's doing it, and I have a little free time because I've been on a school, how do I call it? A school field trip. And so, yeah, I've been doing a little bit of work, but then I'm like, I think I've done enough. Or maybe I'm just going to go live. So, anyway, I wanted to come on here because I haven't been live forever and just wanted to answer questions that you have about moving to New Zealand. Um, I just want to kind of give you updates on moving to New Zealand, and that's what we're going to do. So, basically, um, yeah, like it's going well. So I don't know if you know this, but like basically, um, I'm kind of like a one-stop shop. So basically, if you're considering a move to New Zealand and you don't have to be just American, I get all of these questions all the time because I am American. So people assume that I can help anybody. That's fine. But moving to New Zealand specifically, but I can also encourage you to move overseas because I can answer like all general questions about living abroad. So if you don't know me, I've moved my family of six from the US to New Zealand. I lived there for 8 years. I have recently moved back to the States for family reasons. You can watch the videos on that on my YouTube channel. And um, yeah, so we're just getting resettled. And so when I was over in New Zealand, I set up a business where I help people move there. And I've continued it. It doesn't matter really where I live to do it. I have partnered with the biggest and best immigration company that does kind of the whole immigration side because I'm not like legally able to give you immigration advice or to get you a visa, but I can help you kind of with all the other things, all of the things that involve with what to bring, what not to bring, helping you set up life there, training you culturally to be there, just kind of all of the things. And so I have a community that you can join. It's so cheap. I mean, honestly, like I'm probably going to raise the price soon. Um, and I generally have around 50 people at a time because people come and go as needed. I don't put you in community jail. You do not have to stay. You can come and go as you please, whatever makes sense for you. This is for you. We're not trying to be crazy. We're not crazy, like lock you in for 3 months. But you come in, it's $39 a month, and you get I don't know, there's probably like 50 different trainings in there on how to set up life in New Zealand, kind of answers all of your questions. And then you get access to the immigration company that I work with. You actually get pretty good discounts when you're kind of working through me. That's kind of, I guess, the benefit because I kind of have like you're kind of VIP with them. And yeah, it's pretty nice. They have been great. I think all of my clients from the time I started a kind of a relationship with them. All of them have done it, and everyone can rave about it. I should probably get like actually verbal or recorded reviews about that because that would just like actually really help. But basically, you can come in, you can learn everything that you need to know, you can get connected with a visa, and then there's services for like CV help, interviewing help, anything to kind of get you going. I have live Q&As. You kind of get everything that you need. To move to New Zealand and be successful there. Now, do you need to be in my community to move to New Zealand? Absolutely not. You absolutely do not need to. But immigration has changed since the last time I moved there, and you have to have a job with an accredited employer at a certain pay rate in order to get there. And so if you don't have that, then it's a little bit of a problem. So there's no way for you to just go to New Zealand without working with some sort of immigration person. And so this is why I have partnered with them because it's just real. I used to tell my clients probably 2 years ago, exactly how I did it. I never had to use anybody. I just did the paperwork myself because there was only like 2 or 3 routes. And the routes are different depending on what country you're coming from, but For Americans, it was a couple routes, and you could kind of figure it out yourself if you're pretty good with details. And so we did, and we never had to use anybody, but things have changed. But the good news with that is that there are so many more pathways to get to New Zealand. So it's been, you know, I would say way easier than it has been in the last 10 years. Not an easy country to get into. I'm not trying to give you false hope. If you have the skills that they're looking for, is pretty straightforward. If you're not on the green list. So if you go on the New Zealand immigration site and you go onto the green list and what the jobs are, and it's always changing, but typically it's teachers, nurses, IT, doctors, engineers, construction workers, and then different times they like add in different skills that they're looking for. And those pathways are just going to be easier for you. If you don't have those skills, I'm a professor by trade. I wouldn't fit into the green list and I wouldn't be able to get a job easily. That doesn't mean that you can't. I'm just saying it's much harder. And so set your expectation correct, and not as easy. So I can go into all of that. But if you have questions as I'm talking, please post them and I will try to answer them as I'm talking. Or I just wanted to kind of get you an update because I keep getting so many questions of people like, can you get me a job here? I can't get people jobs. Okay. What I can is support you in your process for getting to New Zealand, getting your CV right. Like really, like honestly, would not apply for a job if I was you without figuring out which visa makes sense for you. And then the immigration company will write you a letter that you include with your job application. Otherwise, they're throwing them in the trash. So like, I wouldn't even bother without that piece of paper, to be honest, but to each their own. And so, gosh, I'm getting so many messages on the TikTok anyway. But yeah, so that's what I would do. And let's see what else. Yeah, so there's been a lot of changes. The prices have gone up. Not that bad if you're American and not that bad for certain industry. But yeah, desperate need for teachers, desperate need for nurses, but any sort of medical really, because I think it's universal. It's pretty big shortage here as well, here in the US. But yeah, so that's the status. That's what's going on. And that is, yeah, it's just like kind of a one-stop shop. And you get to meet people that are also moving there. They're in the community and you can ask questions anytime because, you're moving and you're like going through your closet and you're like, should I bring this? And then like you can on the community and ask a question and it will be answered for you. So there's just so many things. It's such a big task that I took a step back. I didn't have any support when I went. I had never been to New Zealand. I went blindly. And what I've created is what I would have wanted, basically, if if there was something like this. So I would have totally done this because you just need, it's a lot. It's a lot mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually. It's a lot, all of it. And so you need somebody to bounce things off of, or like, I feel like my parents are going to disown me. What am I going to do? There's just a lot. There's just a lot to it. Am I going to ruin my kids? Are they going to be in therapy their whole life because I did this? So, hello. I have people coming on literally asking for nurses and health workers, all sorts. Thank you. And so there's a need. And if you ever wanted to consider a move or to live abroad, specifically New Zealand, I hope you move back to New Zealand. Yes, I hope I do too. I am here for family, and for me to say this is what I'm going to do and I'm going to be somewhere permanent is like a joke, because you know how many times I've changed. I moved to New Zealand. I moved back to the US 2 years later. I stayed in the US for 2 years, and I moved back to New Zealand, all with my 4 children because we're crazy. And so yeah, I love it there. I plan on going back. I'm a permanent resident. I'm just so thankful that I am, and that I can go back anytime. And that's kind of where I have to leave my brain with it, because it's starting to get cold here, guys, and I'm starting to die. It's not going to be good. It's like really not going to be good. I went on this field trip with just the sun, and it was 37 degrees when I arrived. Figure that out in Celsius. It was cold. And I was like, oh my gosh. I don't know how to dress. I don't even have dress for this. What is this? Why that thing's driving me nuts. Anyway, oh my gosh. Someone just said that they're a Kiwi. They've been living in England for 27 years and moving back next year. Can't wait. Oh my goodness. Yes. I'm so excited for you. That's so great. Where are you moving? Like what area? Like where do you know where you're moving? I don't know if you know where you're moving, but oh, wow, that's going to be so interesting. So you grew up in New Zealand, you've been gone for 27 years and now you're going back. That's very interesting. I would love to hear how that goes. Definitely keep me posted. If you're not on my email list, get on my email list so you can just shoot me an email. Cuz my emails are fun and you're going to want them. They're like having coffee with a friend. They're not flash sale. Get 20%. This is not what we're doing. I just share stories about my life and what's going on and things I've learned, things about New Zealand, all the things. I share all the things, and you're not going to want to miss the party. That's what I'm saying. Um, oh, okay. Yes, can't beat the Hawke's Bay. It is pretty great. It is pretty great. It is pretty great. So I don't know if you guys saw my last YouTube video on I miss New Zealand and all the things that I missed about it. It's 27 degrees. Oh my gosh. For all my Americans, that's Celsius. So figure that out. It's pretty hot. I was like, oh my gosh, what was I just saying? See, this is why I get bad. I like answer the questions and then I'm like, oh my gosh, what am I even saying? But yeah, so things are going well. I've finally adjusted. The kids are in school and in sports, making friends. I went to the field trip and met the friends, and they were great. And that's nice. We love our friends in New Zealand. Cannot wait to see them, miss them. But just thankful to have family around the world. It's crazy right now. Um, there's a big election coming up next month, and I'm just anticipating my community getting a bit larger. No matter who wins this election, it's going to be crazy. And so don't ask me who I'm voting for. I actually have no idea. So I'm not used to thinking about politics and all that. So I'll have to figure it out, but I have some time. And let's see, what else do I want to tell you? Yeah, so I'm living in an apartment and I'm around the corner from my parents. So that's been great because they can help me with kid stuff and whatever. Thank you. You watched my video at 2 a.m. Nice. Yeah, so New Zealand, I gotta reply to all the comments. There's so many comments, but I like love my community and strive to communicate back with everybody. I've got so many emails. Oh my gosh. But it's great. I am not complaining. I love it, love it, love it. Oh. 10 a.m. here. Okay. Yeah. Oh, 10 a.m. in New Zealand. Yes. What was I going to say? Thank you for watching. I don't know. So I've started like what have I been doing? So many things. The sports are crazy. Adjusting to the food and the lifestyle is different. You have to drive everywhere. Everything's far. The people are fun. It's been so much fun reconnecting, so much fun being with family. Just like there's been some really great things, and the weather has been really nice. But yeah, so my week. Okay, so here's a spoiler. The video next week is coming out. Slow down. Sorry. I'm American. I'm going to talk fast. I'm saying a lot of ums, and I can hear it. It's driving me nuts as my public speakingness. I might be teaching public speaking again, so that's interesting. What was I saying? See, this is what I'm saying. The kids are in sports. It's fall, the beautiful colors. I've gone to so many pumpkin farms and apple orchards because I haven't had that in years, and I'm just eating it up. I'm eating it up. So that's good. And yeah, Things are good. Things are fine. Talk to me again when it's cold. You're probably going to see me all the time on here when it's freezing because I'm not going to be able to go out. I'm not going to be able to do anything. I've been trying to walk every day. Oh, that's what I was going to tell you. Spoiler alert. I just recorded a video yesterday that's coming out next week on surprising things I learned. So now that you've moved, so it's just a very interesting experience to be gone for 8 years, to come back to your home, reestablish life. And I did that after being there for 2 years, but that wasn't long enough. Being there for 8 years, it's been a totally different perspective coming back. So I try to share those for you. So spoiler alert, that's coming up. That's a good video. I like that video. I think my editor has it right now, so we'll see how it turns out. But yeah. But yeah, I'm continuing to make videos because I'm continuing to help people move to New Zealand. I am in Wisconsin, Milwaukee. And yeah, it's good. I've been growing my digital marketing business. If you are interested in that, I have a free course that I'm creating that's coming out. I've gotten so many. If you click the link, if you're on TikTok, it's on my bio, and you can sign up to, if you want the link on my YouTube, I'll put it on after this. And then you'll just get the course when I'm done with it. And I'm not done with it. I'm really having a hard time not making it too comprehensive, I guess would be the word, because I'm a professor by trade. I'm used to writing courses. So I'm trying to be like, how do I say, just give you the most important information and try to get through everything and not try to be like telling you like 1,000 things. So it's been hard for me, but it's good. And I'm getting it done and it's free. And I'm just putting it out there because basically two reasons, because there is a lot of information out there that is not good. And so I just want to get it out there free and accessible to anybody. But also, if I end up working with you as a client or I help you, I teach you other things about content creation or videos or whatever, that you have that basis of understanding. So like, it's not totally selfless. Like if I'm going to talk to someone like, have you taken my digital course? That's why I only want to make it like 2 hours. And so at least you have a basis on like, what is the basic of digital marketing so that moving ahead, it really will help you form your strategy as a company or as a solopreneur or as a content creator or like whatever you are starting a new business. It'll help you form because you'll understand like all of the options and what makes sense for what situations. I mean, it's probably not going to answer all of your questions because it'll be at a basic level. But then, if you want to meet with me, we can do strategy. I can train you up on how to do the rest. It's not that bad, but like you can take free stuff out there. That's fine. And I will always put that in the course as well. Any of the free stuff that I think is really good for you to watch, like do that because we all just need to work together and help each other. I can't take on like 1 million clients anyway. So I'm just trying to be helpful. And it's always changing. So, yeah, so it's good. Also, if you don't know, I probably announced it last year there is a game that my husband created that is out. It's out on Amazon. The link is in, if you're on TikTok, I'll put it on the YouTube one. And then, so it's on Amazon here and it's in some stores in New Zealand if you want to buy it for Christmas. I'm just thinking a Christmas present. It's great for anybody that loves board games. And it's really fun. It's like an adventure race and the board changes every time. So it's very fun. It's D&D style. No, it's not D&D style, but it's definitely good for the whole family. It's still a strategy game. So it's not like simple, like apples or something, but it's still a strategy level game. If you're on like Board Game Geeks, it's on there. And yeah, or you can just order it directly from me. That's fine. I'm happy to send it. I'm just excited to get it out this Christmas. I'm just hoping to get it in a lot of people's hands this Christmas because it's fun. And, everybody wants the latest and newest game. So you heard it here first. Anyway, so yeah, things are going good. I just wanted to come on here and I just getting so many questions about my membership and like what I can and can't do for you. It is a one-stop shop. I can help you. We can just go through the initials, and I will always be honest with you. I'm always honest with people about whether I think it's likely that you can get there or what kind of hoops you're going to need to jump through. I really want to answer that question, but let me finish this. And so I'm just here to help. And so don't be afraid to email me at any point. This is what I do. Like, I love this. I love this business. I love talking with people. You can book a one-on-one with me. I love doing that. I probably meet with so many people every week, and it's so fun to share New Zealand and how wonderful it is and get people there to help, in jobs that you need. So, the question is, have you met any Kiwis in Wisconsin since your return? Okay, it's so funny that you brought this up. So we were driving home from sports one night, and in front of us was it was Kiwi something. It was just clear that they were a New Zealander. And so we followed them, and we were like, oh, and then they took all these turns, and they were driving really fast, which I was like, are you a Kiwi? Okay. And so I'm like, they had to be. It was literally, they paid for it on their license plate. So yeah. So that's as far as I've gotten in meeting a Kiwi on the license plate. Oh, I did film a video with a Kiwi that's living in New York City. I didn't meet her personally, but I met her online. You can watch that video. That show was really good. She's young and intelligent and insightful, and that's a great video. If you want to watch that, I can link it. Maybe I can link it after I'm done with this. I don't know how to do all that right now because I'm on too many things. But yeah. So anyway, I hope that's helpful. I just want to let you know that I'm here, that I'm alive, that I'm doing well, and that I'm here to help. All right. I'll see you. Okay. End stream. Why do I think my screen is a touch screen? Okay. Why do I think my screen? Because it's I'm in my